Welcome to One Tired Teacher, episode 229. 5 imaginative ideas for Halloween and makerspace in the classroom. So as Halloween approaches, teachers search for creative ways to engage their elementary students while embracing that spooky spirit. Look no further, my friend, than the makerspace in your classroom. This innovative space promotes hands-on learning and allows students to explore their imaginations and tap into their inner mad scientist during Halloween. So why not blend the fun of Halloween with the educational power of STEM and Makerspace Extension or two? We've conjured up 5 imaginative ideas that will make your students howl excitedly as they bring their eerie creations to life. So play a spooky Halloween tune or two and prepare for a hair-raising adventure in the Makerspace world this Halloween. Hope you stick around.
Welcome to One Tired Teacher. And even though she may need a nap, this teacher is ready to wake up and speak her truth about the trials and treasures of teaching. Here she is, wide awake. Wait, she's not asleep right now, is she? She is awake, right? Okay. From Trina Debery Teaching and Learning, your host, Trina Debery.
Hey, so today we're talking about 5 ideas for Halloween, and some of them include Makerspace. So hopefully you will be ready to think about that. This is the last week of September, so we will be moving into October next week, and hopefully you have felt ready and empowered with some ideas, and you're going to be ready to jump right into October because we've spent a lot of time talking about Halloween this past month. And next month we will focus on some, Thanksgiving and holiday things that are right around the corner. Can you believe that? It feels like we just started school. So how are we already talking about the holidays and things like that? I'll probably add in some other things as well, since we won't do as many episodes on Thanksgiving and necessarily on Christmas, because we're doing a lot of focus on some other things too. So just stay tuned for that. But before we get started, I want to let you know that this episode is being sponsored by my Halloween Makerspace Moment in Literature bundle. I have a bundle of 4 really fun stories, Halloween stories with Makerspace Extension. They also have lots of close reading or reading comprehension work that you can do as well. So that makes them, very well rounded in focusing on literature standards as well as working through the engineering design process. When tales come to life and pumpkins gleam, where do stories and creation meet? In the enchanted world of reading. Yay! What's next, miss? Can we read another one? Teachers, brace yourselves for a magical journey this Halloween. Introducing the Makerspace Activities Halloween Read Aloud Bundle, especially tailored for 1st and 2nd graders. Blend the charm of story time with hands-on creation. Dive deep into tales of mystery, magic, and monsters, and then bring those stories to life. It's like sometime in an art class had a bewitching baby. Reading, listening, and crafting all in one mesmerizing package. This bundle isn't just stories, it's an experience. With every tale comes an exciting makerspace activity. Every narrative thread weaves a tapestry of creativity and imagination. We read about the haunted house, and now we're building one. From the tales of the mischievous moon to the legends of lurking shadows, let your students be spellbound, then set their imaginations free to create masterpieces. Every story comes alive, and every creative creation tells a tale. This is the magic my students were waiting for. Dive into the realm where stories leap off the page and into the hands of young creators. Grab your Makerspace Activities Halloween Read Aloud bundle for 1st and 2nd grade now, only in my store, Trina Debery Teaching and Learning on TPT. Reading, dreaming, creating. This Halloween, let the magic begin. So let's get on with the show. So let's talk about setting the stage for Halloween and for a makerspace activity. So, setting the stage for Halloween is all about creating an atmosphere that kind of sends shivers down your spine. Gone are those days of simple pumpkin carving and hanging a few cobwebs. It's time to step up our game and transform our classrooms into haunted mansions. Okay, we don't have to go that far. Room transformations can be really cool and can be so fun, but there are also a lot of work too. And we're trying to keep a good life balance. So don't feel pressured to do that. It can be fun to make it creepy in your classroom with eerie lighting, creepy decor, and maybe some bone-chilling sound effects or even some dry ice. I think that's so cool. And give your students an unforgettable experience. Or to turn on a dark lava lamp and play a fun Halloween tune or two. It can be as simple as that, my friend. It does not need to be a crazy haunted house experience. And in fact, sometimes that's scary for some kids. So we have to keep that in mind as well. In addition to the traditional Halloween activities, why not incorporate a makerspace activity? Makerspaces provide the perfect opportunity for kids and even for adults to unleash their creativity while learning new skills. This year, try hosting a spooky craft day where participants can make their own haunted house models using cardboard, LED lights, and other materials. Not only will this encourage imagination and problem-solving abilities, but it will also result in a unique decorations that you can use and you can use in your classroom, your media center, or they can use at home. And this kind of adds your personal flair to your Halloween festivities. This is a great activity to do with a parent volunteer. If you have a lot of parents that are eager to come in, let them come in and help you with this. Combining atmospheric elements with interactive creations from Makerspace moments can take our Halloween celebrations to the next level. So dust off those cobwebs from last year's store decorations and prepare for an autumn extravaganza like no other. It's time to embrace the spooky season while engaging in some focused close reading with fun Halloween books, and then we can bring out our inner creatives through thrilling Makerspace activities. And again, I also have Halloween Makerspace story stations, which takes a look at 10 different books and creates a challenge to go with that. You can find those also in my shop on TPT, so keep that in mind. All right, let's talk about incorporating STEM challenges into Halloween activities. Who says Halloween can't be educational? Incorporating STEM challenges into your Halloween activities can make learning much more fun and engaging for elementary students. You can design pumpkin catapults in the classroom or a library. They can learn about force and motion. Students can have a blast building their own mini catapults using craft sticks, rubber bands, and spoons. And then they'll test their creations by launching small pumpkins and measuring how far they go. Not only will this activity reinforce physics concepts, but it also encourages teamwork and problem solving skills, such as students discovering the best design solutions. Another intriguing STEM challenge is creating haunted house circuits using simple materials like copper tape, batteries, and LED lights. This hands-on activity helps kids understand basic circuitry principles while simultaneously getting into the spooky spirit of Halloween. Students can design their own creepy haunted houses, complete with flickering lights in windows or glowing eyes peeking out of dark corners. They'll gain valuable knowledge about electrical circuits while having a goosely good time. So this year, why not add an extra dimension to your Halloween celebrations by incorporating some STEM challenges? By encouraging or engaging in this fun type of learning, this really combines science, technology, engineering, and math, but also the spirit of Halloween. The students will enhance their critical thinking skills and they'll create long-lasting memories that will make this holiday extra special and spooky. All right, now let's explore spooky STEM experiments tied to focused close reading. In the spirit of Halloween, it's time to brew up some spooky STEM experiments that will leave elementary students excitedly cackling. But why stop at creepy crawly creatures and haunted houses? By tying these eerie experiments to focused close reading, you'll engage young minds and ignite their curiosity for science and literature. Suppose you're exploring the concepts of states of matter through a classic sink or float experiment. Instead of using generic objects, introduce your little mad scientists to the world of gooey eyeballs and spider rings. As they predict which items would sink or float, encourage them to read short passages from my Halloween Matter unit that you can find on TPT. I've linked to it in the blog post and in the show notes. And that focuses on floating and sinking and matter information. Plus, this fun unit is a lap book that integrates reading, writing, and science. This cross-curricular approach strengthens their understanding of things that sink and float and develops their critical thinking skills as they analyze text evidence while conducting experiments. As you delve deeper into frightful experiments, incorporate engineering design elements to enhance problem-solving skills. For instance, challenge students to create a solution for a creepy solid that typically sinks, say a metal monster, and allows that monster actually to float. By applying scientific knowledge from text alongside hands-on creation, children are immersed in a multidimensional learning experience. Furthermore, this innovative approach allows them to develop an appreciation for the importance of creativity and design thinking. So this Halloween season, let's light up young imaginations with spooky STEM experiments tied to focused close reading. All right, how about designing and building haunted houses in a makerspace moment? Designing and building haunted houses in a makerspace moment is a spooktacular way to encourage young learners during Halloween. This eerie activity ignites their creativity and reinforces essential skills such as problem solving, collaboration, and critical thinking. By providing students with materials like cardboard, markers, glue, and other craft supplies, they can transform a simple box into a bone-chilling mansion filled with cobwebs, hidden passages, and creepy creatures lurking in the shadows. One of the best approaches or aspects of incorporating haunted houses or designs of haunted houses or allowing them to create their own design into makerspace moments is allowing children to explore their favorite holidays from an unconventional angle, rather than simply consuming Halloween-themed decorations or costumes from stores year after year. They can embrace the spirit of DIY by designing unique spaces that truly reflect their own twisted imaginations. This activity encourages them to think outside of the box, while honing in on their spatial reasoning skills by considering how different elements fit together within their hauntingly creative structures. I've created a fun Halloween makerspace moment to tie into literature using the book, The House That Monsters Built. This book is a simple related, repeated text, and it can be fun read for first grade or kindergarten. And you can find that on my shop on TPT. Educators can captivate students' attention by infusing humor and wit into their makerspace moments devoted to haunted house design and construction in the elementary classroom or library lab setting while fostering learning through laughter. Whether it's transforming ordinary household objects into witchy decor or encouraging zany narratives that bring these spooky structures to life, encouraging humorous twists will create an unforgettable experience for everyone involved. How about creating something pumpkin with candy corn and popsicle sticks? That's a fun one. Who said candy corn is only for eating? In an elementary classroom or library, candy corn or candy corn pumpkins, which are my favorite, can be transformed into a fun and educational building material for a seasonal project. Creating something pumpkin. With the help of popsicle sticks and engineering design process, students can unleash their creativity and build their very own vibrant pumpkin structures. I also have a makerspace to go with this, which is something pumpkin. That is in my shop. And then the book is sold separately, which is also, there's a link in the blog post. You can use popsicle sticks. You can use toothpicks. Toothpicks might actually be easier. Popsicle sticks are a little bit harder to use especially with the candy corn pumpkins, unless they're super fresh, because sometimes they get a little bit crumbly. So you want to be careful. So you're going to encourage your students to explore different ways to use popsicle sticks as building blocks for their pumpkin creations or for toothpicks. I think toothpicks would be easier. They can start by sketching their designs on paper, considering factors such as size, shape, and stability. By incorporating candy corn or candy pumpkins into the mix as connectors between the sticks, these little sugar nuggets become adhesive agents that hold everything together. This activity allows students to exercise their imagination and introduces them to fundamental engineering concepts in a playful and unconventional way. As they experiment with various arrangements and evaluate the structural integrity of their pumpkin constructs, they'll gain valuable problem-solving skills that are applicable far beyond this project. So let's dive into this scrumptious October adventure where kids don't just taste, but also engineer the essence of fall. You can also host a Halloween themed maker fair for this time of year, which is really fun. Hosting a Halloween themed maker fair in the elementary classroom or in the library is the perfect way to engage students' creativity during this spooky season. And not only does it provide an opportunity for hands-on learning, but it also allows children to explore their interests and showcase their unique talents. The possibilities are endless, from making creepy crafts like spider webs and haunted houses to creating eerie electronic circuits. I shared a picture in the blog post about a pumpkin decorating fair that we had at the last school where I was. And we did, the kids chose a character from a story and created a pumpkin decorated it and created it to look like the character. It was so cute. One of the most significant advantages of hosting a maker fair is that it encourages curiosity and problem-solving skills. Students are given the chance to experiment with different materials and tools, answering questions like, how can I make this ghost float? Or what kind of potion will create smoke? This process of trial and error not only fosters critical thinking, but it also promotes collaboration as kids work together to find solutions. So why not embrace the Halloween spirit and bring the excitement of a maker fair into your classroom or your school library? It's more than just candy and costumes. It's about unleashing imaginations, fostering creativity, and giving children an outlet for expressing themselves in ways they may have never imagined before. So grab your broomstick, put on your wizard hat, and let the magic happen. On the blog, I share some more resources for Halloween if you are interested. So let's wrap this up. And let's pull it all together. Halloween provides a unique opportunity to foster creativity and learning in young minds. Incorporating STEM activities into the holiday festivities can ignite curiosity and turn little trick-or-treaters into enthusiastic young scientists. From creating homemade slime with spooky colors to conducting pumpkin catapult experiments, Halloween-inspired STEM activities offer endless possibilities for hands-on learning. These engaging projects encourage critical thinking and problem-solving skills and inspire children to think outside the box and unleash their imaginations. Moreover, Halloween allows kids to express their creativity through pumpkin costume design. Whether they choose to dress up their pumpkin as a storybook character, an astronaut, or a mythical creature, this holiday gives them the freedom to explore different roles and identities. It promotes confidence and self-expression while fostering an understanding of cultural diversity. So let's embrace the magic of Halloween, not only for its frightful fun, but also for its potential to encourage creativity, curiosity, and a love for learning in our young ones. After all, who knows? The next significant scientific breakthrough could come from an inspired mind that started experimenting during this enchanted season. Oh, I just can only imagine what is to come in the classrooms all over the world. I'd love for you to share some of the things that are going on in your classroom. Until next time, sweet dreams and sleep tight.